Welcome back to The Buck Stops Here, and finally it's time to meet our second newsmaker for the evening, Akshay Kumar, who's prepping for his new film, Blue. Well, Akshay, thank you so much for joining us from Mumbai tonight. Of course, your new film is quite unusual. Most of it shot underwater, about a kind of thriller, a treasure hunt that takes place under the sea. But as always, reputationally, you're known to do your own stunts. And in this one, we hear that there was almost a stunt that really got you seriously injured.
Well, as usual, I was shooting and they told me that I had to go down, but this time it's going to be a little bit different because in the shot I had to remove the oxygen tank and even my glasses also, and I had to fight one of the goons. And we were shooting it once inside the cabin of a boat, which is already sunk there, 150 feet down. And while shooting, because as we all know, when you're shooting inside water, you cannot control your body. It's no more in your hands because you're not that strong to control yourself. So I was supposed to kick one of the goons, and I didn't realize that I had floated a little bit high, and I hit one of the sharp edge of the boat, which was rusted, because apparently the boat which was kept there was at least about 80 years old, which was already there inside. So we got an opportunity to shoot there. So suddenly all the blood started coming out, and there were already about 40-50 sharks there. And there was a panic button pressed because apparently they could smell the blood very fast. And so I could see they all panicked, and one of the guys took all the bait on the other side of the boat and to try to take the sharks away from me. But I still remember there were two sharks still following us. That already these guys had already put the hand on my head and tried to stop the blood. But there were still 2-3 sharks which are not so sure whether what they smell, and they were trying to chase us. But these guys were very professional, and they handled the whole thing very carefully, and they got me out of the boat in about 2.5 minutes because we were quite deep inside. But they managed the whole thing where they handled it very carefully.
It sounds terrifying, but you of course have the reputation of being the ultimate khiladi. I guess my next question is there anything that Akshay Kumar is scared of?
Oh, well, I am very scared about merry-go-round.
Merry-go-rounds? Why merry-go-rounds? Why do merry-go-rounds scare you?
Because I don't like... the merry-go-round, and even that, the teacup where you sit inside and it goes round and round. Because I'm not very good with things which goes round and round. Even sometimes I take my son to an amusement park. I always make sure when he talks about going towards merry-go-round, I always say, don't worry, you carry on, I'll just handle the bags and all. But actually, I'm pretty scared of that because I hate that.
All right, so you're not scared of sharks, but you're scared of merry-go-rounds. I guess we all have our irrational fears. Now, Akshay, talk a little bit about Singh is King. It became so definitive in a sense. Of course, it was a movie that did fabulously, but for us who are political journalists, it became kind of synonymous with Manmohan Singh. I mean, did you expect that?
I'm I used to see it even at the time of elections and all. I used to hear the song. And that, you won't believe it, my movie was releasing at that time. So it was I remember talking to my producer, he said, this is a badi publicity aur kya ho sakti hai yaar. It's a free publicity which we were getting, and thank God, I mean, say the thing went right, so I presume, and I was very proud of it, that the whole thing was coming all the time, and I now also sometimes see it. You're right, it keeps on coming on the television all the time.
It went right for you, and it went right for Dr. Manmohan Singh. But now you've travelled quite an interesting long journey from being a chef in Bangkok to then being a model to being a martial arts trainer, now an actor. And you used to be Rajiv Bhatia, and you changed your name to Akshay Kumar. Do you think of yourself today as Akshay Kumar or as Rajiv Bhatia?
No, I very much think myself as Rajiv Bhatia because when I'm home, my mother, my sister, they all call me Rajiv only, or Raju. So I cannot be away from that name at all in my life.
But can you share the story with us as to why this changed? I mean, there seems to be no apparent reason for why somebody would go from being Rajiv Bhatia to Akshay Kumar.
Why I changed my name? I just had a very close friend of mine whom I used to like a lot, and she apparently did a film where her hero's name was Akshay. She did a small role, and from that I just decided to change my name. Not that any Jyotishi or anything or any astrologer had given me. So from that day I just said, okay, I want to keep my name Akshay. And even my family was confused from where did he get this name. And I said, no, I'm just going to keep this name. And I was just 21 at that time when I changed my name.
All right, a decision of youth, as it were, but a name that stuck. Let me ask you finally, you've done so many different things, as we said, from chef to martial arts trainer to model to actor. Is there anything in life you still want to do that you haven't done?
I just want to try one stunt which I want to ever do it in my, jump from a Empire State Building, and when I reach the 10th floor, just open my parachute and land down.
Well, knowing you, we won't be surprised if it actually happens. Thank you so much, Akshay Kumar, for being our newsmaker tonight. All right, that is it on the program tonight. We're going to see you now next week. Thanks for watching. Happy Dussehra. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.